Coach Birks, congratulations on advancing to the Dome. What's that feeling like?
It's hard to put into words. It's something I've thought about, for the last 7 years or whatever it's been of head coach here, and trying to get the program to that level. Nothing about me, nothing about that at all. It's for these kids, this town. The last 6 graduating classes that have, there's been kids, the Trevors, the Tylers, the Elijahs, the Mitchells, the Mulfords, the Nolans, go right on down the list of all those guys that I've been really fortunate to coach, and guys that just, they work so hard for it. We knocked on the door in 2013. We knocked on the door in 2017. We finally kicked the door in tonight. It's just incredibly proud of where the program's at, all the wonderful kids I'm privileged to get to coach. All my assistant coaches, we've got a terrific youth program, terrific junior high program. There's so many things that go into this, and more than anything, we have just great kids. We have really good football players, and we've got really good kids, and I couldn't imagine a better group to take next week to Cedar Falls.
Well, Cam sure made you earn it. You were down early and battle all the way through.
Yeah, Cam's tremendous. They coach it. They're coached really well. They're fundamentally sound. They're physical. Those 3 seniors in the trenches are phenomenal, and then now they bring in the Rich kid, one of the best athletes on their team to mix it on the defensive front to keep guys fresh, and it just. Speaker's a phenomenal back. Holstey's a great receiver. You go right down the list. They're tough. I don't think there's a team in 8-man that was a 3 seed that would have matched up with those guys. I think they're right there in the hunt. They're a couple weird plays away from beating Coon, and a couple plays from beating us both times. So they could very easily be headed to the Dome undefeated. That's just the way it goes sometimes. It's just sometimes you get the break, sometimes you don't. We had enough breaks go our way tonight. We had kids make plays. Kids made plays when they needed to.
Yeah, one of those breaks that really comes to mind is it's really a 50-yard swing in the third quarter. Caden Smith with what was a 26-yard touchdown catch, but you could have lost 15 to 20 yards on the play after a wide snap. So just how crucial was that one in this game?
Yeah, Skylar's a really heady kid. The snap was bad. He looked like he was just trying to, probably could have gone down. Most guys would have just tried to run, and I'm screaming from the sideline, throw it. In my mind, I was thinking throw it over one of our receivers' heads by the sideline. We'll risk the grounding call if we have to, but maybe we can just, get it back to 2nd and 10. I had no idea that he was going to be able to get it to Caden, see Caden, let alone get it to him. He's back on the weak side. That was a huge play. I thought the pick 6 by Ethan Clucky was a really big play. I think the strip that we recovered, it was a really big play. The number of 2-point conversions that we held them on were really big. I think they get 1 on the night maybe, and also they had five possessions, and they averaged less than 7 points a trip. That was a big emphasis for us this week. Last time they averaged 8 points a trip, and we averaged less than 7. And in a game like this, 4 to 5 touchdowns. If they're scoring 8 and we're scoring 6 or 7, you're in trouble. So I thought our defense, when they did allow a score, they were able to rally, figure it out, keep the extra 2 points off the board. In a game like this, it really adds up.
Boy, Caden Smith, you talk about a difference maker. You rode him a lot. He had considering his passing attempts and his reception tonight, over 30 times that he had the ball in his hands, and right at 200 yards rushing. That's obviously pretty critical to the cause.
Yeah, the first time I think we ran Skylar a little too much, just for a little too predictable. And Skylar's just this far in the season, this many carries in his career. Got to be careful with that. He's not as big as some kids are to take that beating. He's done a great job. Don't get me wrong. Skylar wasn't hurting by any means, but I just wanted to. And plus, it makes us tougher to defend. When we've got more guys that can do things. And the big thing with Caden when we go to that Wildcat package is it's so hard to hit him for a loss. Our guys in the trenches got enough of a surge, and then he just runs through tackles and does a great job of getting off of tackles. He's just a phenomenal athlete. He's a one-of-a-kind kid. We're really lucky that he showed up in Audubon last year.
A week ago, you had kind of told us that you weren't too surprised that your team had come out and played so well in the first round, given the mentality that they were taking on. Did you have any kind of sense or indication today along those lines that these guys were really ready to go?
Yeah, you could tell all week. They knew how big this was. I was a little worried they might get a little tight, that they might be a little too amped up. Just the, I don't know, pressure is the right word. We tried to talk all week about there's no pressure on us, and we've achieved great things already this year. It's just another opportunity to go put our product on the field and elevate the program. We take pride in taking that program to the next level, and these guys are, they get to continue playing football. They get a good chance to go play indoors. They get a chance to, make so many memories this week. that so many teams don't get the ability to. We're in the Final Four, and anything can happen when you get there. Looks like we'll have a rematch with Remsen St. Mary's, most likely, according to my update the last time I heard. So our kids will be really hungry for that one. So it should be, you got another marquee matchup. We've had them for 3 months straight. Well, why not another week or two?
Well, did you get down the number of the guys that got you with the water cooler there on a cold night like this? Are there going to be some extra sprints in practice for a couple of linemen next week, or what?
No, if that's the worst thing that happens, I'm all for it. They deserve it. If you would have told me, before the game that I can go coach these guys one more week, I can take these guys to Cedar Falls. We're going to be in the semifinals. I take that for the ice bath. They didn't do a great job. Maybe they were intentional about it, or maybe I was just too quick or something. I don't know, but it was really just my back and my backside and my legs. So my neck and my head are okay. So I'll bounce back.
Of course, if it is St. Mary's Remsen, you see they're no stranger to the Dome, so they kind of know that song and dance. Is there anything that you, maybe from your playing days in high school or just being in that IKM program, anything you take away from your knowledge of being in that venue and playing in games of that magnitude that can help?
I'll try to lean some of that wisdom on them a little bit. But I think more than anything, I'll reach out to some guys that have been there recently. I've met Jeremy Christensen, at Fremont. They're there every year, it seems like. So Jeremy and I are pretty close. So, maybe he can help me out with some things that might have changed. But I'm sure we'll get 106 emails and everything else. We'll have a teleconference Monday morning, I know. So we will figure out what we got to do. Whether we go up Wednesday, whether we go up Thursday morning, we'll figure out all those details later, though.
Looks like you got a couple of really important people in the press box here that either want to warm up or give you a big old hug to celebrate. So we'll turn you loose and let you enjoy time with family. Thanks, Coach, and congrats.
Thank you. Appreciate it. My wife's still here tonight, but she's not in the hospital somewhere rushing out of here. So we can enjoy it. We can enjoy one more night here.
All right.